Today we're checking out a new tablet from Lenovo, this time the Tab M9. Feel free to correct me down below, but this might be their first 9-inch tablet. I'll leave a link with current pricing and more information down in the description below, but let's go ahead and get started. It's got a 9-inch LCD display at 1340 by 800 resolution with 400 nits brightness. The version I have is 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of storage. Also takes a micro SD card. It's got a 5100 milliamp hour battery, which they're saying will last up to 13 hours of video playback. It's got a MediaTek Helio G80 processor. Comes with Android 12, upgradable to Android 13. Looks like this one is going to get 3 years of security updates. It's got dual speakers, one on each side with Dolby Atmos. Cameras on here, you've got a 2 megapixel front facing, 8 megapixel rear facing. You also get a headphone / mic jack on here as well. Bluetooth 5.1 and then dual band Wi-Fi, so you've got 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Inside the box, you've got a quick start guide, safety and warranty information. You've also got your micro SD card removal tool. They do include a wall adapter, only 10 watts though, and then a USB-C to USB-A charging cable. Okay, I like what they're doing here on the back. It looks like they put the design of the M8 on the back, but this one looks like it's aluminum material versus plastic. Nice looking rear facing camera there on the back. Similar style to the M8. Power and volume buttons on the right hand side. Micro SD card tray there on the left hand side. Then you have one speaker on each side, USB-C charging, and the headphone jack there on the bottom. As you can see, pretty even bezels all the way around. Front-facing camera is there on the short end. Now during setup, you do get face unlock on this one, along with pattern, PIN, and password. You're also going to get Google Pay on here and YouTube Music as well. Now this one does appear to have a little bit better brightness than the Tab M8. Let's change the wallpaper real quick. So if you're wondering how big this tablet is, here it is next to the new Tab M8 Gen 4 and the Tab P11 Gen 2. You can go up to 1440p resolution on YouTube videos. Then you're going to get HD playback resolution on Netflix, so a little better than the Tab M8. It looks like it's using about 15 gigabytes of the 64 available. Of course, you're also going to get the option of 3-button or gesture navigation. Sort of limited on home settings as well. You just have notification dots, use wallpaper to generate a theme. You can add app icons to the home screen and then swipe for entertainment space. Now, as far as other software features, this one's going to be pretty basic. You're going to have things like double tap to wake, raise to wake. You also have smart rotate, where when you have this turned on, it's just going to help with displaying content in landscape mode. Now, if you're not familiar with Lenovo software, pretty similar to their other tablets. Swipe up to access all of the apps. And as you can see, mostly apps from Google, maybe a couple others from Lenovo. Swipe down anywhere to get to the notification shade. You'll see most of your basic stuff here like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, auto rotate, dark theme, airplane mode, auto brightness, ring, smart rotate, reading mode, background sound, device controls, screenshot, screen record, eye protection mode, location, Dolby Atmos, which looks like you've got 3 different options there, battery saver, focus mode, notification free mode, mic and camera access, and then nearby share as well. You can also add other things like extra dim, do not disturb, alarm, and bedtime mode as well. Swiping left to the home screen, you're going to get the Google Entertainment Space. You got games to play, stuff to read, or to listen to. Now, because the resolution on this is not full HD or 1080p resolution, the text on here isn't going to be the sharpest, but you probably could still get away with using this to read some books or just browsing online. This is probably going to be just good enough for most people out there. So I ran my typical battery drain test on this, and it lasted about 9 hours before dying. This one's not going to be quite as good as the Tab M8, but still really good battery life, lasting about 9 hours before dying. So plenty of power to get you through a normal day, obviously longer if you turn the screen brightness down. Now running the Geekbench test on here, it's going to be somewhat similar to the Nokia T10, and it's going to be a little bit better than the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite on both single core and multi-core scores. So when it comes to gaming performance, it's actually pretty decent on here. Playing PUBG Mobile and Asphalt 9 was pretty smooth with HD graphics and high frame rates on PUBG. It didn't seem to overheat or have other issues during my testing. I think most people will enjoy gaming on here. If you're trying to decide between this one and the Tab M8 Gen 4, I would go with this one, especially if you want to do some gaming. Now I like what they're doing with the speakers, how you have one on each side. You just have to be careful how you're holding it so you don't cover those up. But it actually sounds pretty decent on here. It may not be the loudest tablet out there, but still pretty good for a tablet this size. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what it sounds like.
And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Now inside the photo app, pretty simple here. You've got portrait, photo, video, and translate. Okay, pretty fast shutter speed on here. And surprisingly, it looks pretty good, at least in my studio lighting. Here's a few samples of photos and video, just to give you an idea of what to expect. Not sure if you can tell from the video, but the photo and video quality on here is not too great on this tablet. The rear camera seems to be a slight upgrade over the Tab M8, but it's gonna struggle in any lower light situations. Video recording is pretty low on the front camera as well. Only 720p versus 1080p resolution on the rear facing camera. So I hope this video gave you a little closer look at the new Tab M9 from Lenovo. I was hoping for a little better specs on this one, because I feel like this is just about the right size for gaming or for most other things you would do on a tablet. It's also going to be about the right size if you're traveling a lot, but having said that, it does feel like this one's a halfway decent option, especially considering the price. But I've got quite a few more comparisons to do with this one and the other tablets that I just got, so you'll definitely want to check out those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.